Set the desired light level on the dimmer. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna use with dimmers, of course. All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about this right here. This is the Lutron caseta wireless switches. Now, let's go ahead and get the business out of the way before we get started. If my content is ever giving you guys any value, do me a favor, drop down, smash that thumbs up, guys, and subscribe, so you guys will always see what happens next. Now, we're gonna talk a little bit about this, but before we do, let's talk about just a little bit more business. Now, if you guys want to join, become a member through Patreon or just through a member through YouTube, you can definitely check down there in the links. It's all right. You can just join, become a member. You can always be in the know. All right, so without further ado, let's get started and talk about why you'd want these kind of switches, because they are pretty neat. Now, as usual, we're going to talk a little bit about a story. I'm going to try not to make this extremely long because nobody likes my stories. But you know what? I want to tell you this story. So back in the day, there was a customer who bought a switch called an X10 switch and told me it was a wireless switch. I was like, there's no way possible. Well, I wired it and it worked, and I was like blown away. That was, from my experience, one of the first wireless switches I've ever seen. Thought it was pretty awesome. Now, obviously, people are jumping on the bandwagon. You know, Lutron, no different. They have got their own little setup here, and I'm sure now, I bought this last year, so this is over a year old. Never used it. I want to do a video on it. And if you guys remember the video, one of my electrical ones, I mentioned that I would be doing this video. Now, if you guys, now this is going to be the key, so I want you to listen. I'm going to give this right here away. So this is a $100 value right here. I'm going to give it to one lucky subscriber, free of charge. There's only one stipulation that you have to do to win this. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. So you definitely have to figure out, you definitely have to watch the whole video to figure out how to do it. And it's going to be so easy. It's going to be easy. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's talk about why you would need this. Now, in this situation right here, we're going to be using this setup right here. Now, guys, if this panel looks familiar, or even if it doesn't, and you guys are interested in learning anything about this panel, how to hook it up, how to put a GFI breaker in there, how to put an arc fault breaker in there, how to wire a light switch, yada, yada, yada. There is a whole entire huge playlist full of electrical stuff that entails all this. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free to do it. In this situation right here, you have a single pole switch. Now, what you want to do is you want to be able to control this light, not only from this switch, but let's say you want to go, you know, outside your kitchen or down the stairs in your hall to a basement or up in the attic, or wherever. You know, you want to be able to have two switches, but you don't really want to run all the wiring. Now, is the wiring better? Yes, obviously. Is it more costly? Obviously. But this is more for like a do-it-yourself person or somebody who just wants to get in and get out really quick. I really, really like this setup. So what you would do, if we're going to do all this together, I'm just kind of telling you real quick. You're going to put the master switch in here, and then you're going to put the little remote somewhere else, wherever you want it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the switch right over here on this 2x4 right here, and we're going to put the master in here so you guys can see how it works, and it'll turn the light on. And you'll see that there's no wires running through here. Let me go ahead, open the switch, open it up. I'm going to show you what it looks like inside there. We're going to go ahead and make sure this thing does work. We're going to turn the power on here. We're going to make sure that the light works, and then we're going to put the switch in together, wire it up, and we're going to finish the video out. All right, so what we have to do, first of all, we're going to make sure this light works, and you see that it does, all right? Now, we're going to take the switch out, and we're going to install this switch right here, and we're going to put it in its place, all right? It's super easy. All you have to do to take this cover right here off, it's just a snap cover. You just kind of just tug on it, and it'll come off. You don't want to break it, but just pull it off, and it comes right off. All right, we'll take the screws out. We'll take this out. We will mount it in here. I'm going to bring you guys real close so you can see how to wire it up and everything. Put it in. We'll program it, and I'll show you how it works. All right, you guys may have remembered this screwdriver, maybe not, from a different video that I done. I did a video with this versus Weeha screwdriver, and funny thing is, I don't have the Weehawk screwdriver right now because of the simple fact that it is in the shop. We'll talk about that as we go along. Let's go ahead and take this switch off here. Okay, so with the switch now taken loose, we're gonna go ahead now, you know, obviously your wall and stuff wouldn't look, you know, as trashy as this does. This is just for video purposes, obviously. But let's talk a little bit about the Weehawk, why I'm making this up. Now, the Weehawk screwdriver in the video that I done, and if you don't know the video I'm talking about, look up in the corner. You guys will see what I'm talking about. The screwdriver in that video didn't really perform well, and I thought it was just kind of one of them fluke things, you know, like maybe, oh, it's just one of them things, you know, just need to kind of, maybe I didn't have the battery charged or what have you. But come to find out, the actual screwdriver itself, I think, is bad. So I contacted them, and they told me, we're going to take these little screws right here out. They told me to send it back and they would look at it. Well, I told them that I have a YouTube channel and I review things, and I wanted them to know that I'm not very happy with this product because I paid so much money for the stupid thing for it not to work. So they promised me they would look at it and get back to me. So right now I'm just waiting for that. Now, what you have here is you have a green and two blacks. Now, it does not matter at all right, which black goes to where. Just same as a single pole switch. It doesn't matter, all right? It really doesn't. So, we're gonna do the green first like we always do. We'll put a wire nut on it. We'll just give it a little twist here. And I'll have you know that the panel behind me is completely de-energized. All right, put that in there. We'll go ahead and we'll put this wire on here like this. We'll give her a little twist. All right, we'll do the next wire right here. We'll put it in here. We'll just use two yellows. All right, tug, tug. All right, let's fold these back in the box. All right, now usually on these switches, there's a top and a bottom. And I don't know if you can see it or not here, probably not, but it does say up. So you want to make sure that is right. Obviously the words too, but on most of these switches like this, occupancy sensors and so on and so forth, it does say up. And that's exactly what you want to remember. Now, I'm not going to be using the pack of screws that came with this because it also comes with a wire nut. So you guys, when you get it, whoever wins this can have the wire nut and use the wire nut and the new screws. That way it's still in the bag, and you know, I'm looking out for you guys. So you don't have to go try to find some wire nuts. You get a whole inclusive package. All right, there we go. So now what we have to do is we have to program this thing. Okay, so with the switch mounted, what we want to do is we want to hold for 6 seconds until the LED starts to blink. So we'll hold it for 6 seconds. All right, you see the lights on the side here? They're blinking. If you can see them right beside my finger. All right, when they start to blink, press and hold the off button on the remote. All right, so this is the off button on the remote. And it should blink 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we'll set the desired light level on the dimmer. So let's say, we'll say that. Press and hold favorite button on the remote. So the favorite button is right here in the middle, and we'll hold right on it. Okay, now what do you do? Press and hold the favorite button on the remote, hold it for 6 seconds, and the LEDs will blink twice. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, there, that's set. Okay, and then that's it. And then you can turn it on, off, on, turn it down. I don't know if you can see it stepping down, or I might have to turn all my lights off in here. As you can see, it's stepping down maybe. If not, I'll turn the lights off here in a second. All right, we'll turn it all the way down to the very minimum and we'll hit it to favorite and it comes right back. Now, let me turn my lights off and I'll show you guys what it looks like that. So here we are. We're going to turn it all the way completely off. All right. I'm going to hit the favorite button, which is right in the middle. I know you can't see, and I got the door open so you can see with some light, but here's the door. Here's the button. You push it. It should come right up to where you like it. All right, we can go up to full bright, or we can go down. I'm just pushing it one at a time. Now I can hold it and it'll cycle through, which I'll show you here in a second. And then to the very bare balls minimum. All right, I'm gonna hold it in, just with my thumb, and it cycles all the way up. What do you do with this? Because you don't carry around in your pocket, right? You wanna actually literally stick it on a wall. Now, I did think that this did come with a plate to mount it, but it doesn't. So I will show you guys a picture of what you need to buy to mount this on a box. But basically, you just put it here like on a box. So you'll have to buy a decor plate, and then you'll have to buy the little insert for this. I gave you the most expensive thing, so you'll just have to get that, all right? But if you don't want to put it on a box and you just don't really care, well, just put a piece of Velcro tape on the back here and then Velcro to whatever you want. That way you don't have to worry about it, right? Super easy that way. But I hope it made it super easy to show you guys what I was talking about. You definitely want to make sure that your bulbs are dimmable, because what you didn't see before, I had to change all this crap around, is I had a non-dimming bulb in here, which couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work, but anyway, I got it to work. You see that? So, you can see it dimming, or you can see it go off. Bloop. So, yeah. So anyway, that's that. So you guys will win this switch, but how are you going to win it? Now, hopefully you guys stuck around for this whole entire video, because I'm going to make this pretty easy, somewhat. It's not a whole lot of really involved with this winning, except I'm going to make this as easy as humanly possible, all right? All you have to do is follow this right here, all right? I used to stay up late at night when I was a kid to watch this one show. If it was on, I'd watch it again, but it was WKRP in Cincinnati. Now, one of my favorite actors, I don't know why, because I was a kid then, it was obviously, the girls, but Les Nessman. What is his real name, and what did he do on the show? I want the answer on my Facebook page, so you have to go to Facebook, join my Facebook group, leave me the comment there, and you guys can message me through there, and I will send you that switch. That's all you gotta do. That's it. So go to my Facebook page, join, be the first one, and I will send you the switch. I hope that made this little demonstrations pretty easy. I will also leave a link down below to Amazon where you can purchase this or something similar to this, and you can obviously use my link and it'll charge you no more than it would if you were to buy it on your own and help my channel, and all the money goes right back to my channel. Alright guys, if you want to see what happens next, make sure that you like and subscribe. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.